Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Interboro in collaboration with Barrier. This is Mad Fat Money Pale Ale, or IPA, sorry, 7%. And so this is I guess, somewhat of a recipe combination between Mad Fat Fluid and Money IPA, Barrier in Oceanside, Long Island, and Interboro in Brooklyn. So beer comes in a medium gold color, maybe even leaning towards deep gold, medium, plus a full-on beautiful orangey haze on there. Let's get the aroma on this one. Very nice. You get some ripe tropical fruits, fresh mango, a little bit of like even some fresh green herb kind of character, a little bit of that bubblegummy thing. Some sweet kind of tangerine notes, maybe a little bit of stone fruit. It smells awesome. Cheers. This is quite nice. At first, it's actually on the palate not as fruity as the aroma. It has that kind of bitterness that you expect from Money IPA, more towards, and Money IPA in my mind is a little bit more towards a classic IPA than really a New England style slash newer IPA. So it sort of blends the two styles in the sense of the aromatics, the visual, the appearance being a little bit more and very much New England style as Mad Fat Fluid is, and also the upfront flavors of the hops. But it definitely bitters out. Wow, this has like a medium plus bitterness to it. Definitely shows itself being a true familiar IPA with a lot of bitterness. But yeah, up front, you get that kind of dried mango slices, maybe a little bit of citrus in there, that tangerine, that citrus, sweet citrus fruit that I was talking about. The malt bill is also a little bit showing there. There's a little bit of like light biscuity quality in there. A little bit sweet breadiness, but it subsides pretty quickly. Still has that balance of the New England style IPA dancing in there without really too much malt to chew on. Because what happens around 2/3 of the palate through, this bitterness just tends to overtake the palate. Not necessarily a bad way, but really transitioning the beer away from familiar New England style IPA. It has this kind of grassy, earthy kind of flavor cutting down. I imagine Simcoe's playing in there, offering this kind of like bitterness, maybe the traditional Centennial kind of flavors. Just this kind of, yeah, like piney, grassy, earthy kind of thing, just lingering on the back end. And as I wait more, it's like soily even, like earthy wise. But as I'm sipping on it, and as you let it warm up a little bit more, you're gonna push a little bit more of those fruity qualities from the hops up the palate, and so you get it expands a little bit more. You get a little bit more of that fruitiness, but still the bitterness it still tends to ride in. And also, as it ends up growing on the palate, get a little bit more of that like pronounced biscuity malt that's coming through. Very nice stuff. It really is a great example of something with a bitterness. I think a lot of people are getting a little tired of New England style IPA and looking back for bitterness here and there. I think this is a great example of that. For me, it could be toned down just a hair, maybe 3/4 the amount of bitterness here, 2/3 the amount of bitterness here, but it really does a great job. And I think you guys that like traditional IPA are fiending for some actual bitterness around craft beer these days, right? Would enjoy this as we're rating. Really well constructed beer though. Let's go with the 94 on this one. This is Mad Fat Money IPA, Interboro and Barrier. Until next time, guys, cheers. Later.